What's up, everybody? It's your boy DTLF.
It's your boy Christian.
It's your boy Meez.
And I am Empire Jeff. What's going on, everybody?
How y'all doing
Right
today,
here.
boy? We got a
Man,
special,
man.
special show for y'all today, man. It's gonna be obviously, media day based, but we also have a very special announcement here for you guys today. Let's just say dreams will be coming through true today, and I got pre-game jitters, man. This never happened to me. So I'm really hyped and really excited, man. Really happy to have the amazing panel of Christian, Meez, and Jeff here with me today, and of course the wonderful, beautiful fans in the chat here to witness greatness, man. So hopefully you guys are ready. And matter of fact, we're gonna make that announcement when we get at least a little bit over 100 likes. So make sure to hit that like button as soon as you come in, so we know you guys are ready for that announcement as well, baby. So let's kick it off though. Yesterday, it was media day, fam, and it was a very interesting one, right? Now, I know you guys got a lot out of it, but I'm gonna say this: LeBron James mentioned that he didn't know how much time he has left, and I thought it was interesting that he said one quote that he said was family was the most important thing to him, right? Which is, of course, true. But how many years do you guys think LeBron has left in the tank? And I'm gonna start with my boy Meez. Salute, chat. What up, yo? Go ahead, Meez.
Man, really, I was thinking about this. I think LeBron's coming in here fresh. I heard him mention a lot about AD and kind of finally throwing that lob to AD that this will be the year for AD. I
Yep.
think that one will extend LeBron because I kind of feel like that should have happened a little while ago, but that's neither here nor there. I got two. I actually got two. And if he could have a nice healthy year and nothing, knock on wood, he can end this season healthy. I think he can give us
Right.
another healthy one, and not being a homer, because I believe this is the best assembled team that's been around LeBron from top to bottom. In my personal opinion, I think we run it back to back, and I'm not being a homer. I'm being dead ass. I think we're running it back to back, and LeBron gonna roll out with six.
Oh,
It's just
hell
me
yeah.
though. It's just me.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Ready? Hey, listen, 2 years sounds real realistic. Jeff, what you got, brother? What you got?
I pretty much kind of echo what Me's right there. I think he can hit us with a two-piece and give us 2 more years. He got 2 years left on his contract. I know Bron's a billionaire, but I don't know many people turning down 50 of them things, $50 million if he
Mm,
doesn't. So
mm,
he's got 50 mil
mm.
coming in if he plays. I think he does go the next 2 years. I think he's starting to see the end of it though. I think maybe there was a time he was probably going to try to get his Tom Brady on and see if he can push it to that 4 or 5. But I don't think that's going
Absolutely.
to happen anymore. But he's still like, man, my man almost averaged 30 last year on a bad foot, on a bad wheel, on a bad
Bro.
team, chasing scoring records. He's out there like, now let me close this off. Let me go into the sunset like Jordan did. Maybe not in a three-peat, but with a two-peat repeat. Let's get it. And I think he's got 2 years left. Like I said, I don't think he's turning down 50 mil. And he's talking about family. I think that Bronny situation may have scared him, but I think he was probably referencing the other parts of his family, his wife, his daughter, his other son. And maybe there's some point where he's like, look, I got a lot of business to do after basketball. Maybe it's time that I start, waking up at home every morning. Maybe it's time I start spending time with my family before, these kids are growing and out the house. Like Bron could probably play till 50 if he wanted to in some capacity. But how old are the kids going to be at that point, right? So maybe this thing with
Bro.
Bronny, maybe it jolted him a little bit, but not enough to turn down 50 mil. So 2 more years, I think. That's where I stand on that.
Hell yeah, man. Absolutely. 2 years sounds super realistic, man. It just seems like a sweet spot, which is the rest of his contract, basically, right? And Chris, how many more
No,
years you got for
for
King, man?
sure. The King is playing 2 more years here in LA and Hollywood
Guaranteed?
land. Guaranteed. And no trade or nothing, none of that. Nobody should even think about any of that. He
Right.
will be here and he will retire as a Los Angeles Lakers. I think once he goes into the Naismith Hall of Fame, he's gonna retire a Laker. Um,
Ooh.
oh yeah, look at Jeff. Look at Jeff. Jeff is like,
Ooh, hold on.
Jeff is,
Wait a minute. Break,
Absolutely.
breaking news from Cristo.
yeah.
Look at
Wait,
that.
wait a minute.
Cristo.
It's too early
Oh,
for
he's
that.
going to become the wizard. The wizard is in the building. The
Okay,
wizard.
so
Look
the Wizard is
He's
in the building.
back, baby.
Yes, LeBron James will retire as a Los Angeles Laker, um, and the dude is like unstoppable at his age. At his age, it doesn't matter if you throw Jokic. Forget Denver Nuggets and all that. He's gonna do what he needs to do to win this 2023, 2024 championship. That's what I got to say about that.
Oh, hell yeah, bro. All right. Well, this is what I'll say, man. I believe that LeBron James will play as long as he continues to compete for a championship, right? That's what I believe. I think as long as he feels like he's impacting on a championship caliber team, he'll stay on. If he feels by whatever reason, God forbid, but let's just say we get bounced out one of these years early and he can no longer impact the game the same way, I think that's when he'll go. And I also think, though, a small factor will be his family's health and how good Bronny is, if he's able to get back on the court or not. I think that'll factor into it, man, because sometimes when something happens to family, it makes you second guess life a little bit and start thinking of it way differently. So that's my opinion. I think Bron will play as long as Bron feels good and they're winning. You know, that's it. That's my take on that. But yeah, all good takes, man. It could be 2 years, it could be multiple, maybe more. Who knows, man? This guy's an alien. Never seen anybody like that.
True.
So,
I got one sneaky hot take though. Sneaky hot take. I agree with Chris. I believe he retires a Laker. I really do believe that. I believe he retires a Laker. But if Bronny comes out and starts doing some things, he may come back like Jordan, pull some wizard stuff, and go play with his son after coming out of retirement.
Okay, I definitely respect that. Yeah, yes, I definitely respect that. But that won't take away from him being retired as a Laker.
No, it won't.
Yeah,
it won't.
I and to be honest, please let them play together. Please. I want to see that.
That'd be cool. That'd be
like 1,000%. Please, I want to watch that, and I'll watch USC games. Whatever I got to do to watch them play together, I'll do it.
For sure. My guy Jermaine got a question that I was about to ask next, but he jumped on it. And he said, "Have y'all heard about Ham talking about that small ball?"
Hey, please let me take this.
I'm gonna let my guy
please,
Meez. Ball right here, bro. Go ahead, Meez. Take it away, bro. Answer that.
Bro, shout out to Jermaine, man, because I turned over in my own grave when I heard this, bro. I almost lost it, man.
Walking Dead,
I was like,
grave. That's
bro,
crazy.
when I heard it, I almost lost it, man. I'm giving Ham a clean slate, man. I'm coming with good energy, bro. But I had, the little, last season Tourette started to kick in when he said that, bro. My man said he gonna come with a lineup of D-Lo, Gabe, Rui, Torian at the 4, and Bron at the 5, bro. With all this size, man. But I'm gonna lay off him right now, man. But if I see that lineup in preseason, bro, I might grab this monitor. It's gonna be all bad. Don't do it to brother Darvin. Don't do it. We don't need it.
Don't do it, brother.
There's no reason.
Hit him,
we
bro.
got size. We got. There's no reason for that lineup to ever slip and fall on the floor. Come on, Darvin. Brother Darvin, don't do it. It's too early, man.
We're about to make that a line. We're about to make that a line. Don't do it to us, brother Darvin.
Don't do it. I'm trying to roll with you, brother Darvin. Come on, man.
All right, so since my guy already answered that question, I think that pretty much speaks up for all of us. We're not trying to see too much small ball, especially with the versatility we have. We can get away with it versus some matchups, right? Which you'll be fine, but I don't want to see that on a consistent basis. Do you agree, Jeff and Christian? You guys can chime in if you guys agree or disagree.
Yeah, I mean, I know what he was doing. He was talking to that kind of did him dirty, just releasing that portion of the clip. But he was talking at length about the other lineups they could use and how you go big and like the size and then some wings lineup, and then they kind of just use that little clip there with the small guards. But I do think he's learned that lesson from there. I do think we're going to see lineups with some small guards, but I don't think it'll be extended time, and I don't think it'll be his favorite lineup. So, yeah, they didn't do him any favors by putting a little clip out there referencing that, but they know what they're doing. They're smart. But he's got depth, which he didn't have last year. He's got capable players to start the season, which he didn't have last year. He's got some youth, which he didn't have a lot early last year. And he's got a full training camp with his whole team, which he didn't have last year. So I think a lot of that plays into where he will have some lineups. I believe the Lakers have had multiple discussions about this. I think Bron and AD have had multiple discussions about this. And if it is the fact that Bron's got 2 years left, we can't be messing around with 3-guard lineups. So I think Darvin Ham said, like, please Darvin, don't hurt him. And like, let him, let's not do this, man. But I don't think he's going to. At times he will, but I don't think it's going to be his favorite lineup like last year. Bron at the 5 is like only in emergency or if it's an absolute matchup advantage and like he's killing someone and you want to keep him on the floor and get a couple bigs out. Other than that, nah, son, we're not doing that shit this year.
Yeah, hopefully not. Chris, you got anything to add to that, brother?
that's the perfect answer because
Yeah.
it's the perfect answer.
All right.
Cheers.
So we've been hearing that Jared Vanderbilt's been working on his jump shot, on his handles,
Mhm,
all that good
mhm.
stuff, fam. All that good stuff. And shout out to Search and Destroy and everybody in the chat, Nakomi,
Oh yeah.
everybody here, LOE, much love, Kevin, my regulars, Maya. We got some newbies in here, man. Shout out to Jeff for plugging them in. Angie, everybody. So the question is, how much do you guys think Jeff Vanderbilt can improve offensively this season, right? And let's start off with Jeff. How much do you think Jared Vanderbilt will improve and can improve this season offensively? We know defensively he's a juggernaut.
I think he will improve defensively, also, but I think offensively, I think he can improve. I'm not gonna go crazy here and think the dude's gonna average 20 or nothing like that. But if he can become a capable shooter from from the corner three, a threat to pull up, someday have to guard him. I think he has improved that. And I think the Lakers saw enough to give him that contract extension. That was why I kept saying, like, my biggest thing I was so excited about if they were going to give the extension is because that means that they absolutely believe that he's made those improvements. And when I'm sitting there looking at that and they gave him $48 million on an extension, I'm like, man, that's a valuable contract. That's such a great deal. He got his bag. But secondly, I don't think they give him that long-term deal. I think they make him go into free agency if they're not convinced that he's ready to fill that role. And then he's not going to play himself off the court. And we could see Vando not only starting games, which I think he will, but I think we may at sometimes be able to see him close games if he's able to hit that shot. Because if you got a wing or a perimeter player out there absolutely killing, you're going to need someone out there. We don't want Braun having the ball in his hands and have to chase that wing at the end of a game, right? So if Vando is capable to hit that shot, maybe even put the ball on the floor a little bit, like just incremental increases. It's just with him, what I saw with him last year just looked like a lack of confidence. Like that's what it was. You get out here, you're in LA, you're thrusted into the playoffs, you're thrusted in LeBron James, you're thrusted in all this stuff off top. And now it's like, okay, those bright lights. But he also, I think, was hurt. And then when you add all that up, I expect Vandal to be able to hit that corner three. If he could just shoot like 35%, like then we're talking like game changing right there, right? Because the to keep that defense, that ball pressure, and that kind of free safety on the floor, that's so big for the Lakers. So I think he will improve offensively. I don't think his numbers are going to drop off the chart, but I think his threat to make shots will be improved, and teams are going to have to respect that. So I'm expecting some pretty big things for the Vandalorian this year, man.
Yes, sir. I like that. Chris.
Ooh, the Vandalorian. So first of all.
Crystal.
The wizard.
Professor Chris is here. No, Vando is the guy because he's gonna do whatever he needs to do to go to the next level, and it's everything that Jeff said. You're not gonna come out here and just produce the same amount that you did last year. You're gonna do what you need to do to go to the next level. It's as easy as that. I wish I could have more, but I think the guy is gonna just produce more than what we saw last year. That's it. Professor is done.
Class dismissed. Class dismissed.
Okay. And that's a record answer right there, Chris. My man went fast on that one.
That was. That was.
Hey, all right.
Good job, Cristo.
Vando is hard, dude. I think Vando is hard. He's
absolutely. All right. I wasn't prepared for him to finish this quick. I was ready. I was sitting in and listening. All right, Meez, talk to me.
I was about to take a bathroom break. Like
I was waiting, man.
Well, I said it on the last around the league where, dude, you cannot come out here and just produce the same amount that you did last year when you got the style, you have this brand that you're trying to, brand in front of LA. You're not gonna just do the same thing. Facts. You're gonna go to the next level. So I think he's gonna do that, and
that's what you just did right now, man. You just went to the next level, brother. I like it. All right, Meez. Let's see how
Cristo 2.0. Let's get it.
Let's go. Meez, talk to me, fam.
I'm gonna tell you one thing. I think continuity is going to play a major role in the increase in Vandal's production, namely coming from something that was a thorn in me last year that I kept bringing up, which was Dennis Schroeder's impact on the floor with the two guards. not having a point guard and not having D'Lo with the ball in his hands, who's our main playmaker, him standing in the corner watching Schroeder killed our offense. With the ball now in D'Lo's hands, him running Showtime, that's going to increase Vando's production, his slashing ability, the kick out to the shooters is going to increase AR-15's production. So I think Vando's production is going to increase because D'Lo is now going to be the point guard that he's supposed to be without the other dude taking the ball from his hands. And that's going to increase the offensive efficiency from top to bottom. And I think it's going to make for a great season for not only Vando, but for the whole squad.
Hell yeah. If Vandal can improve anyway, offensively, it is a huge plus. I'm expecting him at least to add a corner jump shot, at least a corner three when he's open, so he can make people pay. And the one thing I want to see him, he was very tentative at attacking the rim at times, especially in the playoffs, maybe because it was his first go around deep in the playoffs. But he was tentative, and defenses were making us pay by double teaming others, right? So if he's out there, he's got to make people pay when he is open. Otherwise, it's going to be harder for him to see like significant playing time in the postseason, right? Maybe the regular season you get away with this stuff because nobody game plans that heavy for a single game series, right? But if you're talking a 7-game series, people start making those adjustments and it becomes a lot harder. And we need him to be a help offensively as well as defensively. So I hope he can get that going, and that'll be huge for us, right?
Well, Dan, I keep going back to that that game where we played the Mavs, where he was just all over the court. That's what we want to see.
Bro.
Yeah,
that's
what we want to see. And you know, that's not going to happen in 82 games, but just give us every now and then, give us that.
Yes, absolutely. And he's a spark guy, you know. We saw Trevor Ariza come here and develop his offensive game and get better over time, you know. And this is obviously a different coaching staff, but if he can even scratch the surface of what Trevor Ariza was, I'd be so happy because that's all we need, man. All right, so Cam Reddish is another big question mark heading into the season, fam. Cam Reddish. He just said he added 12 pounds to play a little bit more defense. He said this in media day. I was impressed because you're talking about a 6'8" wing who's always had all the talent in the world offensively, but there were question marks about his heart and his defense and this and whatnot. All right, what role, if he improves on both ends, do you guys think he's going to play a significant role this season? And I'll start with my brother Christian up top.
Maybe not a significant role, but he will play some. I think the guy is here to prove himself, maybe for the next year. We have too many dudes that we need to showcase right now. And you can say that, okay, he's part of that group, but there's guys that you might want to put in front of him. So I think that the dude might want to just play as much defense as he can. And then when, you know, if he gets the ball on the second team, which is, you know, let's just say the bench team, just do what you can. So, you know, that's what I think. He's a great player, and he'll do what he has to do here on the Lakers, being on LeBron's team.
Like playing his role, right?
Okay. Yep, playing his role.
All right. Meez, well, how you feeling? How you feeling about you know, our guy Cameron Reddish? Like personally, I've been a huge fan of his since he was in Duke, man. I always thought he had the world of potential. People compared him to Paul George coming into the league, right? And I don't mean way off P. I mean the good version, right? So Indiana Pacers version. Yeah, I don't mean Palmdale P. You know, so how you feeling about Cameron Reddish potentially having a breakout year similar to how Malik Monk and Lonnie Walker a little bit did? You know, how you feeling about that, man?
I'll be honest. I was rocking. I've been on the train of bringing Cam Reddish over here for a while. I was not anticipating, but the time we finally got him, we would have one of the deepest squads we'd ever have, and he'd be pushed to the end of that. I was not anticipating that. I honestly have a hard time seeing him really cracking a heavy rotation, especially with Taurean Prince there playing defense, and Rui. It's going to be hard to take him off the floor. Period. So I anticipate seeing a lot of blowouts. Hopefully, if we play the right way, we can get a lot of blowouts. That way, like I say, LeBron and AD should be sitting on the bench in them fourth quarters, laughing, talking to the crowd, and with ice on their knees. That way, Cam Reddish can get all the fourth quarter minutes the world. That's what I'm anticipating. But if it's some close games, I hate to say it because I want him to flourish. I want him to kind of have that Trevor Reeves, a kind of an impact, but I have a hard time seeing him cracking the rotation.
Yeah, I agree. It's going to be tough. It's going to be really tough because of how deep we are. But, there's a lot of factors that play into the season anyways. So we'll see what happens there.
I do like that Trevor Reza. Yep.
Yeah. Jeff, talk to me, bro. How you feeling about Cameron?
Cam Reddish needs to be Cam ready-ish because he needs to stay ready. I don't think he's going to be like off top getting top minutes. I think he's behind Christie. Like, I think he's behind some guys there, but you stay ready. You don't got to get ready, right? So if he's ready to play, the injury, a back-to-back, someone's resting, you got to be ready when opportunity knocks. Open the door. How you doing? Be ready to play, right? So
yes,
if he can come out, stay ready, which I think he will. He said all the right things at media day. He basically said there was no other place to go. The Lakers had a roster spot. I wanted that spot. I didn't consider anyone else. I don't care if I was going to get money elsewhere. I took the minimum to come here. I want to be a Laker. He's about being a good soldier. He's going to put in the work. He's going to be a good teammate. And even if he doesn't get a ton of minutes this year, it will save his status in the league. Because if you're on a contender and you're not making a big deal about anything and you're not being a distraction and you're putting in the work and everything coming out of that team is just bigging up how you're being professional and putting in the work. And if the only thing they can say about you is that team is too deep and they just can't find the minutes to play you, that will extend his time in the league. However, Cam Reddish stays ready and he gets out there and plays and he has himself a couple good ball games, then, Mr. Ham got something to think about then. So, I'll tell you what, if he is going to run a 3-guard lineup and Cam Reddish is one of those 3 guards, you're not going to be too mad because he's got some size.
Yeah, facts.
So outside of that, I do like the fact that our one clutch favor this year was someone who may be a diamond in the rough, who when given opportunity has produced. There might be a reason around the league why, shout out to the name around the league, but there might be some type of reason why he wasn't getting minutes. I don't think that was on accident everywhere he went, but maybe he's learned now. He's learned from his lesson. He got some playing time in Portland, and maybe he can carry that over if given the opportunity. However, I don't think he's going to get the opportunity early and often. He's got to stay ready, and if he takes that Lonnie Walker approach, comes out when his number is called and just does his thing, then maybe have a different conversation. But the Lakers are deep, and right now he's probably in like 9 through 12 roster spot wise. He's not in the 5 through 8 yet,
as he should be, because we have other guys been putting in the work. Moving up in the depth chart. Max Christie, Kevin King brought up a good point. Max Christie has looked phenomenal. There's going to be a lot of battles for those backup shooting guard, small forward position. So he's going to be slotted right in, like you said, 10 through 12. Yeah. So go ahead, bro.
I could tell you right now, if we won the championship, that Lonnie Walker would never have to pay for a dinner in Los Angeles.
Right? He still don't have to pay for dinner in Los Angeles, man.
Gotcha, booyah, bitch, right there.
I agree.
Booyah, bitch.
By the way, hit them likes, fam, because we got a special announcement when we
likes up.
Likes, fam. Trust me, I'm still excited, man. The whole panel's excited. We were talking about it like an hour before the show. That's how excited we were, fam. So make sure to tap in, hit that like button. We got over 175 in here. It don't take nothing but a second, man, and we can give you guys that special announcement because it impacts you guys as well. So very excited for that. All right, next question, fam. AD, right? There's talks that he's been very vocal this summer, and he's looking to take some pressure off of LeBron, according to him yesterday in media day. Will he succeed in becoming more of a leader this season and taking that pressure off of LeBron? Or do you guys think we're going to get more of the same inconsistencies this season with AD? And let's start with my guy, Meez.
Well, I think because AD is a unique player, it's not necessarily on him per se to do that in a way of kind of like Amari Stoudemire of Karl Malone. It's on the offensive system to get him the ball, to run pick and roll action for him to get him going. If you do that, he'll average 37 and 17. But if you're going to run him where he's standing at the 3-point line, you got him shooting threes, he's not going to be the AD we need. So it's on LeBron, it's on D'Lo to run that action for him consistently to get him going to the basket. And if you do that, there's nobody in the league that can see it. So it's really on my man Ham. I hate to say it, but it's on Ham to make sure that AD.
We're gonna hit you, man.
And again, I'm giving Ham a clean slate. So I think he will make sure, and I think LeBron is going to make sure that's AD's role this year. But if LeBron's saying I'm coming out for the MVP, it's really nothing AD can do to take the reins.
Right. Oh, most definitely, fam. Most definitely. The only thing that concerns me about Bron is just his age. That is it. I know eventually, there's gonna be a spurt. It could be this year that we say, man, he's no longer the same. But then all of a sudden, he gets infused with this Kryptonian power, and he just starts dunking shit and catching bodies and whatnot. He's different, so I can't write him off. But at the same time, I'm just concerned about AD, and I mean about LeBron, and I want to protect him the most because he is the heart and soul of this team as far as we go as he goes, right? So, Jeff, talk to me, man. How are we feeling about AD potentially taking some pressure off of LeBron and maybe even in the long run prolonging his career?
Oh boy, man, this is about to be the year. Shout out to my guy Search and Destroy, the moderator in here. Got me thinking. He is Search and Destroy. Shout out to Search and Destroy, best moderator in the business. But he got me thinking about the word destroy. That's Search and Destroy. AD is about to be attack and destroy. Okay, he's about to go do everything. AD is basically going to be direct deposit. He's money this year. Trust me. I'm telling you. All right. So he is coming. I'm telling you right now, he is running through everyone. No stop signs. He's going to do it. Now, the only concern with me is Anthony Davis is that if he can just stay physically together, and I think he will. He looks like he's putting the work. His body looks ready. His mental looks ready. LeBron is trying to pass that torch, man. It's like you got that newborn baby. The one parent's hanging it to the other. Take the baby, AD. Take the baby. All right. So I really think that he's going to take it. He's going to kill. He's going to destroy. You could just sense it in him. It felt different. Everything about him looks different. His offseason was different. People are coming out of this Bron minicamp talking about his jumper is money again. You know what I mean? So I think he's taking it serious. The Lakers, like they did with Vando, they didn't wait to see how this year went. They extended him off top as soon as he was available. They installed confidence in him. You may be brittle. You may have some injuries. We don't care. We want you 5 more years. 5 more years. Let's get it. So they gave him that confidence. LeBron is trying to give him that confidence. He's got the teammates. He's got some bigs to help him down there, and he probably will get some more help in that area. So I expect big things from Anthony Davis this year, man. It's gonna be barbecue chicken all you can eat from down there if he's hungry. So he just got to bring it.
Shaq should be warned. There's gonna be some barbecue chicken alert this year. Christian, how are we feeling about AD becoming that leader, man? Potentially taking that baton from LeBron, because LeBron's arm is tired from being extended. It's starting to shake a little bit. How?
Okay, first of all, don't ask me to trade for AD because I ain't trading for AD. That's my MVP. That's my
the fantasy.
Oh, you talking about fantasy league? Okay.
Yeah, I picked up what you were putting down, Chris. I got you.
I wonder he's so pissed right now.
Yeah. Don't ask me for nothing about AD.
Hey, that's for you, Angel. Angel out here just trying to rob folks.
Angel about to be on Blockefeller Records, bro. Angel about to get blocked up in here, bro. You come with one crazy ass trade offer again, Angel. You getting swatted out of here, bro. Tumble that ass, bro. No.
Oh, Angel, ask me one more time for AD. Ask me one more time.
He's over it, man. He's had enough.
This AD is about to take over the league. I think this is his year. He's about to do what he needs to do to take over the league, take over the Los Angeles Lakers.
Take over the world, man. Take over
the world. And you don't want to see me any angrier than that because I got it.
You want like Cristo when he's angry.
Oh,
you don't like
he's a wizard, man. He's a wizard. Like, tell you, man. Don't pick off a wizard and don't piss off a locksmith. Yeah. And he might be both.
I'll tell you what. I do believe that this is going to be the season that AD really proves something to the world, that he's not as brittle as they think he is. Been working on his body. He's been doing his thug thizzle all summer long. And I just hope there isn't some sort of freak accident, because that's when it feels the worst, when somebody's been working so hard and all of a sudden there's an injury. Knock on wood, right? But I really hope that AD really comes out here, and we talked about this earlier, man. On the show, what's the name? Help me, Jeff. Help me. What's the name of the show?
Player's Choice.
Player's Choice. Yes, Player's Show. My bad. My apologies. I forget.
Shout out to them for having to go down on our channel today.
Shout out to them. If you guys didn't check that show out, definitely go check it out, man. Player's Choice. They definitely speaking facts over there. But we talked about it. AD, this has got to be the season, man. I'll believe it when I see it, but it has to be the season, man. If it ain't this year, it'll never, ever, ever happen. So I hope that AD comes out primed and ready, and he helps Christian's fantasy team out. You know what I'm saying? And all that good stuff, man.
No, F my fantasy team. I won a 2023, 2024
absolutely.
championship parade.
Hold
And
on.
I want
There we go.
I just
I thought he was about to punch his monitor. Oh man.
Yo.
hey,
Oh, man.
I just want to hug every Laker fan that I see like at that championship parade. And it just
Hey, for real, because we got robbed of one. We got robbed of one, man.
yeah.
Hey,
for real.
Eloy said, don't catch any cramps, Dan. Like, oh boy, did it early. He just, man, shots fired. Listen, man, nah, no cramps over here.
Oh, no cramps over here. We actually play ball.
Oh!
I love that. I want to clip that. He said, no, we play ball.
He said we athletes over
Look at
here.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry. I play basketball every other day, so I don't know if that means like a disrespect to the.
All right, so
Wow.
I mean, yeah, I think this is gonna be the year though. If anything, if it's any year, it has to be this year for AD to really prove everybody wrong and just do crazy things for Christian's fantasy team and our Lakers as well. So let's kill it. Next question. D-Lo, man. And by the way, we right almost at 100, man. I know y'all trying to hear it, man. So hit that. We got 194.
I'm happy for this topic.
194 in the building. All right. We're almost in there to 100, man. I can't wait to announce this. D-Lo, man, he said he's scratching the surface barely of his prime this season, right? What would you think ideally a D'Angelo Russell prime looks like? Let's start with my guy Christian up top, man. What does a D-Lo prime look like? What kind of numbers are we looking at? 20 points per game? 18?
Oh yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. I just think that he's gonna be able to now. I'm gonna say the connection with him and AR. It might not be 20 points a game, but let's just say 17, 15. But he's distributing. AR is distributing. And so those other points are just going to the other players. And I think that it's a winning formula for the team to grow together as a team this year instead of having a vampire in your locker room
in your cave
this year. In your cave. To me it's just it's a different thing when you have a certain person that's sucking the energy out of the room.
It's like in the blood. Yo, bro, no, but sucking the blood right out of our life force, man. Wait, you're muted, brother. You're muted.
No, I was muted.
He was air painting.
Oh,
he's always designing.
Yeah.
So that's
I was muted on purpose because I'm just saying like we're ready for whatever. Like, what's up?
Yeah.
Anybody got beef? Like, what's up?
Oh, he's ready. He's ready to fight the squabble. All right, we're gonna go to Meez right now. Really quick, want to give a major shout out to Brian, man, for the cash app. He said, "Fuck it, Lakers winning 60 games." That's right. That's what I'm talking about.
That's what
I'm talking about. Talk your shit.
Yes. Talk your ish.
Talk your shit.
And I'm doubling down on it.
No, doubling down on it. What does a D-Lo prime look like to you, Meez?
Prime, man. I remember when hoping we would draft D-Lo, just like Brandon Ingram. I was on them YouTube videos from his college, watching this dude so cold, fell in love with his skill set, man, his court vision. And I don't feel like we've really gotten a chance to watch D-Lo as a maestro with the ball, as a conductor, the way he really can get down. And I think this year we may catch some glimpses of that. I think D-Lo's prime, I think he can get to the mid-20s, 20, 22, 23, about 23 and 9, which is what I think he'll be at this year. More like 20, 22 and 9 this year. I think D-Lo has another level to go to again, as long as you give him the responsibilities to run the show. And you will be surprised at what he can do on that floor. But if you got him standing in a corner, shooting up just corner jumpers with somebody else running it, we'll never get a glimpse. So give D-Lo the rock, and I think he gonna put on the show this year, man. I can't wait.
Ice in his veins. I see you, bro. I see you. Jeff,
Nasty.
take it away, Jeff. What are we looking like prime time?
D'Lo's prime is kind of going to be determined here. I think on this team, because for D'Lo to be in the portion of his prime, he's got to get prime possessions and get prime in his spots, right? So he's playing with AD, he's playing with Braun, he's playing with a deep team. And I think the team is going to be unselfish. So while he may be entering his prime, he's not going to get prime touches. So I will say that D'Lo, I agree with the numbers that Meez put out there. Like if Braun wasn't on this team and D'Lo was the primary ball handler, in a lot of cases, I think he could reach those numbers. I think this season is something like a 25-5 with a good assist to turnover ratio, high free throw percentage, 38 to 40% from three, improved defense as far as team defensive, and just when you know D'Lo, man, I don't know what you call this, but that pull up and transition on fast break, ice in my vein, 3-pointers, like I want like at least 50 of those this year. Like they don't have to be the end of a game, right? They don't have to be the end of a game, but that transition pull up three where he's just running at those key moments of the game, like he did in that Toronto game, like he did in the playoffs, like doing those type of things where D'Lo can literally swing an entire game with a little mini run by himself. So we get a bunch of little mini D'Lo runs out there. That's the way to see his prime when he does that consistently, not once every couple of weeks, a couple times a month, when he's doing that at least once a week. And that way Braun will have the confidence to give him the rock, let him be the primary ball handler. And then LeBron can go ahead and like take a little bit off the gas right there and put up some PTO on his time over there and like chill a little bit, a little in-game load management up there and just go light on the treadmill instead of running, right? So like if D'Lo can deliver that, and one thing I really love, what I think is the big thing about D'Lo this year is we've all heard the things that Reeves has said about him. And it seems that Austin is willing to sacrifice some of his own shout out to Terry, man. What's up, brother? It sounds like Austin is willing to sacrifice probably. I could see him sacrificing 45 points of his own stat sheet to make sure that goes to D'Lo, to make sure he gets his bag as well and he gets his confidence, because Austin's looking back like, look, this is a guy I can play with for the next 5, 7, 8 years, right? So get him confident, get him active, get him going. It makes my job easier. He's a better teammate. These two have natural chemistry. So for me, I think a D'Lo prime could be 25, 9, and 5, but he's entering the beginning portion of his prime, but not this year, not with the Lakers this year.
Oh my God.
So like this year, I would say D'Lo is probably 25 and 5. Like if we get that with Austin filling in the 14 to 16 range, if we get that, like I'm telling y'all, man, it's gonna be
Jeff, man, you gave me the applause just talking about that court like that, man. This is gonna be nasty, man. This is one of the most excited I've been coming into a season, man. No drama. Everybody locked into contract. Everybody healthy. Come on, man. This is gonna be. It's gonna be nasty.
Listen. I was dreaming of a D'Angelo Russell, Austin Reeves prime from the moment we traded for D'Lo, like of a backcourt. You know, I was dreaming of a backcourt, and when they came out, bro, we went like 10-6. You know, instantly, and then he missed a couple of games, and then he got back on it. But I absolutely love the way those two guys play off each other. Both high basketball IQ guys. Both can space the floor. Both can handle the rock and set up teammates, and both can actually finish at a high percentage at the basket. So, and both can draw fouls. So again, it is a very underrated backcourt, and I look forward to it. Now, as far as what I think he'll average in his prime, I think a prime D'Lo's looking something like 20 points, 21, with like 6 to 7 assists, right? Because that's basically an all-star right there in every form. Because not only do you factor in the points, you factor in the efficiency, the high clip at which he shoots a 3-ball at, and also you factor in the fact that he's getting 6 to 7 dimes per game, which is another 12 points tallied onto the team. So this is what I love, man, about D'Angelo Russell, is that he's very unselfish, right? He's very, very unselfish. Most people that have his type of stroker, his type of shot, his type of laser beam are just jacking up shots. They think they're Curry and they're out here just jacking and jacking. Not D'Angelo. He takes high percentage shots within the flow of the game. So I'm happy for him, and the only thing I hope he improves on is his defensive communication, because we know he's not the best defender, but if he's better at communicating, guys can switch quicker and help out a little bit better and rotate. So man, it's gonna be awesome to see what this team becomes, fam, and what they can reach in the near future. All right, let's go look at the like count, man. See if we hit that. I think we just hit it, man. I think we just hit it. My ears started vibrating, fam. Oh, we're 3 away. We're 3 away. We got 200 in here.
Oh, come on, baby.
Right now. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all.
Right now. Hit
come on,
3
y'all.
right
we got
now.
almost 200 in here. 98 likes. Get them up. Get them up.
Get
Get them up.
can't wait any longer, man. I feel like Tekashi. I feel like snitching,
Keep them
fam.
lights up.
I feel like just singing like a bird right now, fam. And we need those 3 lights. We get those, man, because we got something special that we're about to announce on this channel, man, that I think is just going to be phenomenal. And we just hit it, by the way. So before I say my piece, I'm gonna let Jeff, Meez, and Christian go ahead and say what their thoughts on this project we've been working on and everything, man. So go ahead, man. Let's start with Jeff. Go ahead, bro.
Talk to him.
Man, it's been a journey and a process from the first time, rocking with Dan, Meez, Chris, and everyone else, that we've come across, and it's been great. And we knew kind of right away that we kind of had something. And when we finish these shows, it's not just like when we wrap up. It's like we're behind the scenes talking for a long time, And we've been working on something for Dan, like at least 6 months here, like probably longer.
Yeah.
And we've been plotting, coming up with some ideas, coming up with some things, like observing the landscape and seeing what people out there are doing, and thinking how we can kind of add our own little flavor, sabor to that, huh? Dan, so I can try to get it and get it going. So we came up with a little something that is kind of that we think everyone's going to enjoy, because we enjoy it, and it's like, and looking at the things and the kind of quality and the creation and the story, and like I said, and everything. And I don't think I'm supposed to say exactly what it is, right? So I'm just trying to walk the line here without slipping. So like I said, just watching something come to creation when you're building with your brothers, and working with people with the talent and just the creativity, and just watching something come together is just special. And it's really cool to be able to do that with these guys and with you guys, the chat. The subscribers and everything, because what we're working on is really, really like for not just for us, for you guys too, and for everyone out there. You remember when I told you guys that like Dan doesn't even? Oh yeah, Dan, throw your prize picks up there. I think we took that off for a second.
Yeah.
I think with Dan was when I talk about his and make sure you hit that prize picks 100%. Deposit match with code DTLF. 100% return on your
we're
investment.
trying to get some money this year.
Yeah.
I'm gonna run some streams where I'm live streaming my actual pick. So
there we go. 100% return on your investment, unlike a Clipper season ticket holder. So look, what I want to say though is with Dan, like he picks his sponsors, like he does everything he picks is for the people, for his chat. He doesn't present something unless he thinks you guys would rock with it. So when we were going through this process of coming up with something, those standards or those principles stayed there. So I'm really excited. I've gone about as far as I can go with this without actually saying what it is, and I'm trying to be careful.
We'll talk a little bit more about it once we announce it.
So, but it's really exciting to do it with my brothers here, and that's what makes it so special to do it with my brothers here and with you guys. And I think a lot of us, everyone involved, from us in the chat, and everyone is going to have some fun with this, and they're going to enjoy. They're going to enjoy the product. Their
feedback is going to be tremendous, because they've already given us some feedback on certain things, and it has helped in the whole process. Christian, you got any words you want to say to people really quick here?
Yeah, it's going to be a real quick. Only because I love the chat, love the fans, and just want to give big thanks to all of you guys that are on here right now to just let me provide a level of creativity that I might not be able to produce on other levels. So I'll just give a quick thanks to this group right here, right now. Dan,
much love,
Jeff,
bro.
Dan, Jeff, and then Meez, man. I wouldn't be here without you guys. And man, I could just go on for hours on how you guys have just provided the just creativity that I've just been able to just create. So, and now I'll keep it there for now, but people will know what we're doing.
Yes. Meez, bless us with some kind words, my good sir.
Come on, man. First of all, shout out to my bros, man. Dan, Chris, and Jeff, man. These are 3 artists extraordinaires, man. These are some geniuses in their own right, man. As you know, we've all, before we crossed paths, been on our own train, on our own journey. Then when we all came together and realized, wait, you're working on this, I'm working with what, you, me, you too, and it's like we didn't know how similar the paths were, and it kind of just naturally came together to form our own strong train, train of thought, train of creativity. So I appreciate you guys, man, to the soul, man. Christian coming with the designs. Dan, come on, man, the superstar that he is, just putting a battery in my back to even want to do this in the first place, man. And Jeff is a genius in itself, man. I won't even touch on the stuff that Jeff is doing, man. Sometimes you just step back like this dude here, man. This is something else, man. But I don't want to say too much. I appreciate you, bros, man, and I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna shut up.
Okay, hey, listen, I'm gonna say my words for after I present this, but pretty much check this out, guys. So this is what we've been working on, and we want to share with you guys, man. Bam! Court Kings, fam. What it is our brand new merch / apparel / gear that we're gonna be dropping. It's gonna be some of the best basketball gear you probably ever seen, fam. And we're gonna do tons of giveaways. We're gonna do so many things for the community, and we're gonna be dropping just this phenomenal brand between me and my brothers here. Let me go ahead and remove this comment here. As you can see, me and my 4 brothers here, my 3 brothers, we're gonna be working on just phenomenal merch that we're gonna be sharing with you guys, man. And I can't wait to unveil the actual stuff. But there it is. There you have it, man. And it was hard to bite our tongues, but for me personally, it's just such a dream come true to work with these brothers here, man. And when we brought it to each other's attention, the fans had asked me personally for merch for the longest, and I always would tell them exactly what Jeff said. No, I'm not ready for this. This is such a big task. I would never just drop something on people just to make money. It has to be something that everybody can be proud of, something we can all get behind, and something I would rock myself, like Jeff said. And let me tell you, some of the stuff we've been working on, we're going to unveil it later on, either during the weekend or early next week. But let me tell you, it's something coming your guys' way, man. And the website's about to launch this weekend, all that good stuff. So make sure you guys do tap in, follow each and every single one of us, man. As you can see, they have their information displayed on screen, and it's going to be so much giving back to the community, and just so much you guys sharing ideas with us on what type of apparel you guys would like us to drop, all that good stuff. You're all going to get involved. You guys can take it away. I said my piece. It's a dream.
Yeah, it's incredible. We're super excited. Shout out to you guys. This is all inspired by you guys, and I keep telling people a lot of the time when it comes to Christian, he doesn't realize how much his art inspires shows. And you guys, we've been in a chat, we've been on my shows, and we just be joking around, toying around. The chat is just clowning, and we just start making jokes. And Christian develops a bunch of graphics based off of just those jokes, and it just becomes a whole thing while we're doing the show. Like, he's just out there creating, and it just becomes a thing. So when we sit in here and just kind of figured all this out, it was like we'll have these meetings and we talk. And it just, the best part about it, it was just organically came together. Like Meez said, we just sat out here and we talked about some, oh, you can do that. Oh, you do that. Oh, I do. Guess who I know? And things just started like lining up. And the best part about this, guys, is like Dan said, it's going to be, you guys are going to have influence on this. It's not going to be like a typical brand and company to where we just put something out and it's like either you buy or you don't. Like, you guys are going to be investing in this because you guys are going to help inspire it. So on top of that, this is not just going to be a clothing line and apparel line. It's going to be so much more than that. All right. So much more than that. And I will get into a little bit more than that as soon as when we start putting some things together. But this is the brand is the brand, but it's going to go in multiple different ways. Trust me. You're going to be able to wear it. You're going to be able to go to it. You're going to be able to do all kinds of things with this thing. Trust me. So we're going to need everyone's help. I guarantee you, we are putting in that work. We're putting in the time. We're putting in that grind. We're putting in the sacrifice. We're putting in everything. And at the end of the day, like, if you guys support us like you always have, then trust me, this stuff is going to take off, and you guys are going to be part of it. And to start off, we're going to do some giveaways too, right off top. We're going to give away some stuff. Yes. We're going to give away some merch. And, we're going to always be a brand that gives back to the people always, no matter how big it gets, no matter what it is, we will always give back to the people. You guys will always be a part of it, and we will always be doing giveaways, and we will always be celebrating where we came from, how this got built, everything. All right. So that's a promise we will hold to, because that's all of our standards. So at the end of the day, when you see some of this work, guys, like, when you see some of this work like that we've got lined up and ready to go, you're gonna see some incredible stuff that you're gonna want to get immediately, and you're gonna rock. And I'm telling you, man, I'm super excited. I can't wait to get it myself. Like, you know what I mean? So it's going to be fire attire. Trust me. Okay. fire attire, because you guys know how Chris gets down with the graphics, man. We don't call him the graphic god for nothing. He's not the wizard of graphics for nothing. He's not Crystal over there just creating images in his mind while I'm talking right now. He's got everything ready to go. So it's like But
and
yeah,
again,
we're excited, man. And
this came about organically because you guys loved the graphics that Christian was putting out on our channels and was putting out on our social medias, and he would turn our words into artistry. And we started thinking, why don't we turn that into a business, right? And something that people could get behind, something people would actually like be proud to wear. You know, it's gonna be basketball gear, Laker gear, hip hop, all kinds of things infused into one. And like Jeff said, it's not just gonna be gear, it's gonna be bigger than that. We're gonna get to meet some of you guys, man. We're gonna do pop-up shops, we're gonna do giveaways, we're gonna maybe run some basketball tournaments, you know, just
Yes,
there will be basketball
your boy live in
man.
person, fam. Y'all gonna get to go up against DTLF, Empire, Jeff, and Meez and Christian.
Let's go.
Hey, the jumper is still nice. The jumper is still nice.
I got you on the point guard, bro.
Come on, man.
I got you on the point guard, man. So it's just gonna be, I think, a beautiful journey, man. And I'm gonna let obviously Chris and Meez talk a little bit, but I'm stoked. This is a dream come true. You guys know from my personal beginnings, this was always a goal, and I couldn't be more blessed than to team up with the Laker Avengers here, with the NBA Avengers, Jeff, Meez, and Christian. So I'm proud, man.
Man, if I can jump in here, man. First of all, shout out to Christian, man. Again, a lot of this started with his creativity, just getting busy in conversation, man, and stuff that would happen during the game that he would just pop up. And we'd be like, bro, where do you come up with this from, man? And this dude is a genius, man. And I'm excited for the people. I'm excited for the chat. I'm excited to meet these folks, man. I'm excited to hoop with y'all, man. I'm antsy, and I don't want to say too much about the product because I think the product is going to speak for itself, man. But I can't wait, man. I can't wait. It's gonna be ugly. That's all I can tell you. It's gonna be ugly.
In the most beautiful way.
In the most beautiful way.
Yep. Chris, go ahead, brother. Graphic guy Chris in the building.
I would love if you just put that graphic back up.
Yes, sir. I got you.
This right here shows you the blood, sweat, and tears that goes in the background, which a lot of people don't see. And they think that, you know, a couple guys just hanging out, talking about Laker talk, you know, they'll get this together. No, it's a lot. It's a lot more work than that. This right here, I don't even know how long it's taken, but there's levels to this. So when I see this logo, absolutely proud of it. Absolutely proud to be involved with Dan the Laker fan, Empire Jeff, and then Meez. Just because I see myself as just like a little dude in the league that when it comes to big dogs, like you guys are big dogs. So no, it's true, dude. It's true. The three of you are like really big dogs here. I think it's time that you guys accept it. Like there's levels to this, and I just want to say just thank you guys, the three of you guys. Thank the fans for accepting me into this clan. So I'll leave it there, but I can tell you right now, we're not done. We are only getting started. So let's go.
This is the end of the beginning. You know what I'm saying? We're now about to hop in here, man. And again, thank you guys, all you guys in the chat as well, for the support, man. You guys have done tremendous amount of feedback that has gone into this as well. So you guys make this happen. And boy, let me tell you something. It's gonna be hard to segue back into the show, but luckily, you know, we're almost at the top of the hour. So I think we'll just at this point take any questions you guys have, fam, about anything, man. We're here for y'all, man. We are, you know, the people's champs, and we want you guys to be as involved in this community as possible, and just give us feedback on anything, man. How y'all feeling about the logo? How y'all feeling about, you know, well, the apparel isn't coming yet, but it's around the corner. So you know, real soon, sooner than you think. Don't blink. But make sure you guys follow us for real, because you guys will be up to date. If we do any giveaways or anything, follow all 3 of these guys and myself included to stay up to date because you don't want to miss out on this stuff, man. We're going to give back to you guys. So make sure to keep it locked. And,
I'm not gonna lie, that image right there is hard as hell.
Yep.
And guys, the giveaways will be coming soon. So the giveaways, so make sure to tune in.
Yeah.
Maybe as early as this weekend. The giveaways will be soon. Okay, so stay tuned in. You want some free merch? You want to be the first to rock it before we even do. So we're going to do a giveaway, and someone is going to be able to rock it before we do, and that's a promise. So that's coming soon. So you guys will have our gear before us, right? All right, for the people.
That's how much we love the people, man. Y'all gonna be rocking the gear before we get our own samples. So that's fire, bro. But trust, it's gonna be top of the top. We sometimes spend nights talking, texting each other in the group chat, and it's worth it at the end of the day, man. It's worth it. And come on, Court Kings, doesn't that just have such a championship vibe to it, man? Come on, somebody.
And you'll be able to order as early as this weekend. Maybe in the next week, but as early as it's coming soon. It's coming soon. You guys will be able to order very soon.
Yeah, just listen up to that right there.
Absolutely. So again, make sure to follow us, guys. We're gonna be here for you guys year round. And you know, as stuff starts to develop in the league, I believe we'll be developing things as well within the merch line. This channel is about to pop off. Jeff's channel is about to pop off. My boy Meez channel about to pop off. So follow all of us, and as well as like I said, around the league, coming to you guys 2 times a week as soon as regular season starts, and maybe even during preseason. We'll see whatever is necessary. But we got you guys with the fire content. Now we got you guys with the fire gear, and we're going to take some ankles. You know, they're going to be on fire. In real life, I mean, it's just going to be so much happening, you know, so much fire. So, again, none of this is possible without all of you guys, man, in the chat. Thank you guys so much for always tapping in, always showing love, always showing support. Everybody who hit my Cash App during these trying times, I appreciate you. Because I promise, man, it's going to be a lot of giving back, man. And so thank you guys. Let's see if you guys have any questions for us. I see a lot of people hyped for it already, man. He said, is the drip going to drop around the holidays or sooner? Sooner. Way sooner. Maybe even as soon as this weekend. I don't promise anything, but maybe even as soon as this weekend. So we'll see.
I'll tell you this: you'll be able to buy multiple things for the holiday season. I'll tell you that for yourself and family. So telling you will have a variety and assortment of options by the time the holiday season hits. But as soon as this weekend, we will have it. I'm telling you, when you guys see this first shirt, oh my God, man, it's
I don't know what's
I can't deny it. It's fire. Like I can't deny it. It's fire. Just trust me.
And you guys already know I don't toot my own horn, but
thank you,
hey, baby. Come on, man. Toot that thing, man. Toot that thing.
I don't toot my own horn,
Hey, listen, for those of you that don't understand why we're so excited, it's because this is honestly a dream come true, man. And again, when you see the work we've put in, you're going to be just as excited as we are. So this isn't far away. We're announcing it now because it's here tomorrow. And I don't mean that, you know, technically, but I mean it's around the corner. This weekend. So just keep it locked, man, and follow us, support all that good stuff, man. Court Kings is gonna be, I think it's gonna be global, fam. I think, and this is something that even if you live overseas, you'll be able to acquire. This is something that, you know, no matter where you are at, you're gonna be able to partake, man, and just be with us, man. Hey, Eloise said, Jeff, hit the buzzer one time.
There we go. Shout out my brother Low, man. What you think of that logo, Low? What you think of that logo,
what you thinking, bro? Ooh, what you thinking, bro? Fire or what?
Just wait till you see a basketball tournament when you hear logo 3 and those motherfuckers are pulling up from our logo, man.
Oh my God.
Come on, man.
It's hard for me to transition back into basketball talk after this.
Nah, but we will.
Okay, but let me go ahead and do that, fam. And wow, it's just the excitement, man. Again, this feels like first day of school. But all right, and matter of fact, before I do that, let me go ahead and post the social. Social gotta know. So it's about to go out on social as well. But all right, man, where were we? Let me pull up the notes here. All right, so been hearing that Jalen Hood-Schifino was the most impressive. He had the most impressive day at training camp, which to me personally, that's music to my ears. Remember last week I talked about him potentially being one of the underdogs to get some PT. here because I like what he brings to the table. He said, so if you were Darvin Ham, how would you utilize him this season, if at all? Right. And I'll let anybody take it away because I don't know who's ready to transition from the Heat we just announced.
I can do it.
All right, there you go.
I would say he would use him and how he executes him use him with caution. Like get him out there maybe in some games when you got a good leader, maybe when you lose him, let him get a feel for the game, let him get out there, let him get it play against NBA talent. Probably off top, get him out there against NBA reserves, right? Like, don't throw him into the fire there, like they did with Zobal and Pat Bev running wild out there, telling them, welcome your little ass to the league, right? Let him do it. But he's in there in practice playing against grown-ass men, against LeBron James, against Anthony Davis, against NBA veterans. And these guys are coming out saying they like what they hear, right? Now, they could have easily come out and said that about Maxwell Lewis. They could have easily came out and said about any of these young guys. They specifically mentioned him. There's no reason to do that unless he's doing it. So at the end of the day, like I love to hear that. He was our first round pick. He was a guy that not only the Lakers wanted, but y'all remember that little like drama when the Lakers went to pick and he was like crickets.
Yeah, I remember that.
Remember that? That was about 6 or 7 teams calling the Lakers to get that pick to draft. What do you call him, Dan? What do you call him, Dan? I'm so
hood.
There we go.
Baby.
So no. Rob Pelinka was like, nah, man, we in the hood. We staying in the hood. We keeping him because they saw something in him. And I know everyone wants to talk about Summer League, but he progressed. And I'm telling you, some of the guys who have the best summer leagues in history hit the NBA and are trash. And then people show up and have an summer league and become Hall of Famers. Trust me, I've seen it too many times. So hearing that come out is exciting. And it's good to see, if JHS can get out here and become a court king himself, man, because if our future is that bright, we got someone like that and he gets popping and oh, man, him, Austin, D'Lo, like if our youth, if we could do what the Warriors tried to do and try to balance the vets with the kids, they fumbled it massively because they didn't, Steve Kerr doesn't know what he's doing with young guys. But if the Lakers can find a way to develop the youth while maintain and stretch the longevity of the older guys on the team, then we got something in the making. So shout out to JHS for killing it the first day of training camp.
Big haps, big facts, bro. I'm super hyped for Jalen Hood-Schifino. I think, I've always said my ceiling for him is like a Drew Holiday type player, somebody who can, play defense and do all kinds of things. Shout out to Dontario, man. Thanks for stopping by, brother, showing love, man. Very classy, my brother. Much love,
good luck at orientation, bro.
We're gonna have you back as a guest real soon, my brother. Thank you. But yeah, listen. At the end of the day, all I got to say is Jalen is going to be phenomenal in a couple of years. I don't expect much from him. But if he does come in and surprises this year, then that's a cherry on top, in my opinion. Meez, how you feeling about Mr. Hood himself, man?
That's an announcement. I'm not sure. Ooh. Am I back?
Yeah, you're back. You're back.
That's an announcement I don't think anybody was prepared to hear. Not that he doesn't have talent, but to hear that adds to an incredibly wonderful problem that Darvin Ham has, which is trying to find a way to get this dude onto the floor, which is going to be, I would say nearly impossible because Max Christie still got the leg up on him. But man, I think we're going to have some blowouts where the vets is going to be sitting back laughing and watching the young legs go. So maybe he'll be able to get a run in that way, which would be a beautiful thing, but it'll be hard, nearly impossible to really get him on the floor in some competitive basketball. But again, I want to see ice on knees in that fourth quarter, in a lot of fourth quarters this year, and hopefully he get a run there.
Yeah, absolutely, man. That I think that's a hope that a lot of us Laker fans have, is that we're whooping ass and we're developing at the very same time. Like it's all happening, simultaneously. So yeah, shout out to James Caldwell. Thanks so much for cash app, brother. I appreciate that.
Shout out to you.
Chris, I don't think I asked you, man. How you feeling about Jalen Hood-Schifino, brother?
It's the same, we just want to see him do good and just develop in this brand new development process that we have going. So, you don't expect much. You want him to do what he needs to do on his part. But after that, I don't expect him to score 40 points going off. No, man. This guy he's in the perfect development process where he's on a championship level team where he can go and develop slowly. I think he'll be okay. He'll be okay.
He can learn. Yeah, he can
Yeah,
learn. I
he
agree.
can learn, and we're not
It's-
gonna expect the world from him.
And I think that's the best of both worlds for a young rookie player, right? Obviously, you're not going to get the major minutes and the experience that way, but you're in training camp, in preseason, during practice, you're learning from some of the best, right? So you could just be a sponge and absorb as best as you can, and then when it's time to finally showcase your talent, then hopefully you'll be ready. But even if you don't, they'll be more patient with you because they don't need you right now, right? It's like a luxury to have that. If I was a young player, I would love to be brought on slowly, just like that. So that is it. That is very exciting to hear that Jalen Hood-Schifino standing out amongst the veterans, amongst the stars, and amongst the role players. That's super hypey, man. All right, so my final basketball question, fam. And again, it was really hard to transition from 14. Oh man, I'm still hyped about that. But final basketball question: if ideally you can trade somebody, minor pieces, whatever, for a specific piece on a roster, who would you target? Like if let's just say we get off to a slower start and we're missing something, who would be an ideal target for you guys that's out there? I know some might say Kyrie Irving would still look nice on this team, as deep as we are. Some people might say other players, but just using an example. And okay, I see the glasses coming on. I'll start with Chris. Who we targeting, my brother? Anybody? Nobody? Somebody?
I say give these guys time. Give them.
Cristo has spoken.
Hey, listen, these guys are all professionals, and they know what they got to do. Once you're here in LA, it could be under Clutch or any other group that you're signed under, right? You gotta give your 1,000%. That's how. And I think what my downfall is that if someone handed me a contract that said, "Hey, you're signed under 3 years, and but you got to give it 1,000%," I'd be like, "Okay." But that's how I feel about some of these certain Lakers, where just got to give what you got on the court at that time. Just give it to them, because it'll just help you grow for the next contract. So it might not have answered your question, but
No, you did. From your perspective, you did.
Yeah, no, you did. I mean, yeah. Look, all I'm gonna say is this, bro.
You
I'm
curved
still-
them like a motherfucker, but you answered.
Oh, you answered it. You were speaking a
But
different
you
language.
answered
Bro.
from your perspective.
Bro came out here speaking Mandarin
no.
or something.
But hey, listen, when I say a contract, you got to sign it, and then you got to do what you got to do to fulfill it. So it might
It's just
not
a
be.
hypothetical question, as far as like if there was a piece out there that could potentially be the finishing piece to this team, who would it be? That type of thing. Like we do know Malcolm Brogdon might become available, stuff like that. Let's go with Meez. How we feeling, bro?
If there was because I think the team really is flawless top to bottom defensively, shooting, we got the height, athleticism. If there was a hypothetical piece I can add, I've always wanted to see what's my man from Detroit, the shooter from is it
Bogdanovich.
Bogdanovich. He's somebody I've always wanted to see next to LeBron, just to see him get busy, kind of like that Kyle Korver, that Mike Miller. To see him get busy, he'd probably be the only piece, if any, I would like to see slide over here. I don't know where he would get minutes, but just in a fairy tale world, I would love to see that.
That's very solid piece right there. That's not even somebody I was thinking about. So this is why I asked the question. All right, Jeff, surprise somebody, man. Give me a name nobody heard of, man.
Oh, okay, that'll be easy. But for me, like the people I would probably think of off the top of my head would mean that players like D'Lo or Christian would be struggling, and I don't want to go down that path. So, but I'm not going to curve you like Christian did. So I'm going to sit over here and I'm going to say. So to me, it's pretty minimal. It's pretty minimal. If we had a chance to get someone a contract that's attainable, that doesn't cost one of our big guys. Sorry, my dog is just a menace.
Hey, he's excited.
Terrorist. He'll be here in a minute though. You guys will see him now. There he goes. But the guy that I would want that would be inexpensive as far as price, and we'd have contracts to move without giving up anyone from the core, would be someone like Isaiah Joe. Anyone on my channels heard me talk about him multiple times.
Yes,
Dead-eye shooter, sniper. And I think I just for some reason believe that this guy would not disappear in the moment. I just believe that. I've seen him do it enough. The way he catches and fires the ball, shoots with confidence, like I like that dude. Outside of that, it would have to be something like it would be like D'Lo or Wood or some of those guys just not having a great year, and that means the Lakers probably not start off too great. So I'm gonna keep it simple and keep it with like someone like an Isaiah Joe, because he's someone who can come in, who fills a need. He's not too expensive. That would be something like that, something like icing on a cake. We don't need anything major.
Right. Well, I'll tell you what, you're absolutely right. And I think Christian hit it on the head, even though, it was dancing a little bit around the question.
He said,
no. but I think he hit it on the head when he said we don't need a trade. However, if we did, hypothetically speaking, and that's what the question was, a hypothetical, I really like Robert Williams. Like, they got two bigs over there, man. And I'm like, if we can get another anchor down low, man, I'm all for it. I'm of the belief that you can never have enough size, right? Like size matters, especially in the playoffs. And that's one thing that I think we can always shore up. Now, I think we got more than enough of it right now, but just in case the big men we got don't do their job defensively, then I would go and try to shore that up and get me somebody like that, like Robert Williams. I've always been a fan of his. I just from far away, because I hate the Celtics. So, somebody like that could clog up the lane and do some things would be, I think, a good fit for the Lakers if they did need another piece. But you guys are right. I'm very happy with what we have right now. This team is very deep, very excited for the season. And that's pretty much going to wrap it up for this episode. That's going to wrap it up for this episode. But before I do go, I'll let my co-host here give any final thoughts, words. I will be bringing up the logo back up here again, because I know it's running through everybody's mind. But go ahead, brother. Anybody can go. Anybody.
Go ahead, Meez. Kick it off.
Man, again, salute to the bros, man. Dan, man, starting this whole thing off, man. Christian, my man Jeff. Love you guys, man. I look forward to this year, this season, but the season for us as well. I'm excited for what the people are going to see. I'm excited for just everything that's going to unfold. Like I say, especially seeing y'all in person. I may be up there, but I put that knee brace on there, man. The jump is still nasty. I'm sorry, it ain't going nowhere, man.
Even if you're coaching, don't worry, bro, because I'm gonna drop 81. Don't even
come on, man.
Don't even try, bro. I might drop 80 just for the goal.
Hey, got to do it.
Got
to do it. So I'm excited, man. I can't wait for y'all to see what's about to unfold, and we are just excited to see what's about to unfold, man. So shout out to y'all, man. It's about to go down, man. Let's go, man.
Going down, baby. Let's get it. Oh my goodness, I cannot wait.
Dong.
And Chris is ready, man. He's out here, he's out here meditating and shit. Come on, Chris, hit him.
No, I just want to say thanks for the to you guys and the fans. If it wasn't for the fans, like, no one would accept me in this role. So it's easy for me to bring up the negative, but I'll bring up the positive right now. I love you guys to the death,
too, bro.
And I'll bring up the positive with the panel right here, and then not only the panel right here, but the people that follow them have given me the energy to create and to keep going and to just create positive artwork that you guys would think it's on the good level. So
it's great.
That's all I could think. That's all I can think is me on a good energy level. So I love you guys to the death, and if that means anything else, but energy level to me is the best.
Appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much for the kind words. Always pure heart Christian, man, in the building. And then we're going to leave it off with my guy, Empire Jeff. Go ahead, brother. Court Kings.
Court Kings, man. Just thank you, everyone. Really, everyone. Like the chat, Dan, Meez, Christian, everyone who we've been on the panels with. Like everyone that supports me over at Empire Jeff TV and has been tuning into my show over there. Just everyone. everyone in this process. Like I said, I've been rocking with Dan, about 6 months or so now. I've only been rocking on my channel since, really not too long, maybe about a month and a half of really taking it serious. And you guys have been incredible, just absolutely incredible, helping me build that platform and that community. I see a lot of you guys in here today. So appreciate you. Love you guys. You know what it is over there at Empire Jeff TV. The same thing it's same thing at Dan, it's the same block, different crib. You know what I mean? So we try to operate the same way, try to bring that good content. We try to interact with you guys and make you guys as part of the show as much as possible. Obviously, on days when we got 4 people, it's not the same when we're out there rocking by ourselves, but you guys know what it is. Everything we do is for what goes on in this chat and what goes on in the comments and what subscribers want. You guys literally decide what we do. So we don't ever forget that. And that's what led to this, the Court Kings, building with them. Yeah, I can't wait for you guys to really earn our trust on this, because you guys are going to have impact on this. You guys will see. You guys will have input and you will have impact. And I don't think you're going to get that from anyone else. We're not coming out designing merch around our channels. That's not what we're doing. We're coming out designing a merch line and apparel line, with the crosswords about our love for basketball. So that's what it's going to be. And when you guys see some of these designs, it's going to be great. But I'll be talking about it on my channel. You can find me on X/Twitter, whatever the hell they call it, Empire Jeff _ Empire Jeff TV. And like I said, it's just been an incredible journey with these guys. I'm excited to keep going. And don't let Chris be up here fucking selling himself short over here like he's just playing a small role in this motherfucker. That's just not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen on our watch. You don't understand. Like look, I am Empire Jeff. Like, he's Dan the Laker fan, but none of us are a god. He's a graphic god. Come on, man. Just pray to him. He a graphic god. He a wizard over here, man. So at the end of the day, we ain't gonna sit back and let Chris act like he's a small part of this. He's a major part of this. He always has been, whether he wants to acknowledge that or not. I'm telling you, like, his artwork inspires shows. It really does. It gives us motivation. And that's the beautiful thing about that circle of life, that circle of trust, just that circle of that mutual respect is just one thing feeds the other. So he's sitting there participating in a chat on my show that he's not a guest or a co-host, or he's not helping me host, whatever it is. And he just pulling from the chat and he creates art and he just creates inspiration. And that's what it's about. You guys provide inspiration in the chat, man. And that's why no matter what happens, you guys will never be forgotten. I can't wait for you guys to get your hands on this merch, not necessarily the purchase yet, the ones we give away. I can't wait for that, because I'm telling you, someone is going to rock our stuff before us, whoever wins that giveaway. And I can't wait to say who that is, to see who that is. And I can't wait to say who that is and announce it when that happens, because it's going to be incredible to know that someone is out there. I've never seen a brand do that before, where they give away, someone gets to rock their stuff before they do. That's going to be dope as fuck.
Absolutely, man. And check this out, man. The thing about this, brand, this clothing line, the gear that we're about to drop, we all love basketball, from the fans to us content creators. And we're looking, like Jeff said, this isn't something that we're trying to promote ourselves, but this is something that we're trying to promote to the, for the community, by the community. And it's just going to be, I think, a beautiful thing, fam. And the key here is that everybody's going to be proud of the work and everybody's going to like it. We're going to be fans of it. And we're all going to be, it's something we're all going to be like, when we rock it, people are going to come up to you and be like, where you get that at, right? So that's exactly what we're striving for, greatness. We don't settle for less. This is the Avengers of YouTube right here. I'm rocking with, fam. And I'm very grateful to have met them and to have, started a foundation of something great. So this is an exciting time. It's a personal dream come true for me. You guys know from the beginning, I started my YouTube process. I wanted to drop merch, but I needed the time to be right. The time is now, ladies and gentlemen. So this is going to be just, I think, a beautiful, beautiful journey. And I'm glad to be taking it with these fellas here, man. These are my business partners. These are my brothers. These are everything to me. And we're going to take over the world, baby. One piece of gear at a time. So keep it locked. Make sure to sub to each and every single one of them, because that's how you're going to find out about the merch. And that is how you're going to know when it drops. That way, when we drop it and be like, oh, I never heard about it. You're not subscribed, fam. You're not following us on social. And
you can't win free merch if you're not subscribed.
Right. That's right. 1-800 your fault. So keep showing love, keep supporting. We're going to reciprocate. And I've always wanted to be able to do that. Dream come true, fam. All right. That's going to wrap it up for us. Appreciate y'all. Again, we will see you guys here either this weekend for the grand launch or sometime early next week, as soon as we can. So keep it locked. Stay tuned. Thank you guys for all the love. And we'll talk real soon, Laker family and NBA family. I got to start saying NBA family, because you know what? It's just the Lakers now. We grown. We expanded. So much love, man. See y'all soon. Peace.
Yes, sir.
Shout out my moderator, sir.